And a very good afternoon, everyone. Jeremy here, quantstrategic.com.sg market recap for the week ending 18th of June 2021. S&P 500. Well, a little bit of pullback for the last week for the S&P 500. Some weakness towards the end of the week. However, looking at the long-term charts on the monthly basis, still looking very absolutely strong. Long signal since the 1st of December last year, targeting 3654, and we managed to long at 3654, targeting all-time highs. We did make all-time highs for the month of June. A little bit of pullback, closing at 4153, and we can explain what this pullback is from looking at the dailies chart as we move down the charts to the next time frame. So for the monthly charts, if there is a pullback, the first level in support to watch after the weekly support will be this level at 3746, fast moving Ichimoku cloud line on the Tenkan. All right, so 3746 is a level to watch if there's a pullback. Otherwise, all-time highs are expected moving forward. Weekly charts, more of the same. Long signal on the 1st of June last year at 3168, still very much in force. You can see the power of this weekly trend based on how it hugs the Tenkan or the fast moving average on the Ichimoku cloud line. People have been buying on the dips for months. In fact, for almost 1 year now, everybody has been buying all these dips at the Tenkan line. So, should you buy this particular dip, especially now that it has sort of pulled back to this 4141 level on the Tenkan line on the Ichimoku cloud? So, let's see how we can actually play that looking at the daily and the 4 hourly charts later on. But just as a little bit of recap for you, what you should be watching if there is some weakness and 4141 breaks to the downside, then we may test this super trend line at 3935, to me, which is a line in the sand for this uptrend to continue. If we break 3935, we will be able to test this SSSA line, and at the worst case scenario, the B line. For this 1 year uptrend to be tested. All right. But of course, for now, the uptrend is very much intact. We are expecting either a bounce at 4141 on the Tenkan line or a bounce at 3935 on the super trend line. These levels will be available on my blog post coming up shortly on www.quantstrategic.com.sg. So as you have seen, essentially the daily's charts, there is a short signal at 4098 on the 14th of May 2021, targeting this level at 3935, which is your weekly super trend support. So this signal was issued almost 6 weeks ago. It tested about 4040, bounced back up, and currently right now we have seen this daily retreat closing at 4153, just at the SSSA line on the Ichimoku cloud line. So what we want to see next week for it to remain and continue and break above its medium term and long term uptrend is this pivot level at 4267, where we can see higher levels. Otherwise, you can see that price was actually rejected right at 4267 and refuse to go any higher and then pull back. All right. So this particular short signal is still in play for 6 weeks now. And let's see whether this particular price action is able to pull price to correct to the super trend line on the weekly charts. Otherwise, pivot of 4267 is important for it to break to the upside. Looking on the 4 hourly charts, you can see a little bit more clarity on the short-term price movements. The short signal was issued middle of the month, 17th of June, at a level of 3935, at a level of 4231, testing that 3935 support on the weekly super trend, closing at 4152. Looks very bearish at the moment with a pivot resistance overhead at 4236. So we expect price to either continue to bounce back up, try to clear this 4236 level for it to resume its uptrend, or alternatively, a slight rebound and then a test of that level at 3935. So on a daily basis and on the 4 hourly charts, bearish signal for the past 4 to 6 weeks. So, as a sum up, the medium term and the long term trends are still on an uptrend. On a weekly basis, still an uptrend, except for the daily chart weakness since the 14th of May, weakness since the 17th of June, both short signals on a short term basis. So, what is important right now is to watch this particular pivot point at 4236 on the 4 hourly charts for it to break to the upside, and more importantly, 4267 on the daily's chart for it to resume its uptrend. Otherwise, the next test will be at 3935. So these levels will be delivered in my blog coming up very shortly. Please remember to click subscribe and like the video if you find them meaningful. And have a great Sunday. And I'm coming up with a NASDAQ stock, which I'll be covering, which I feature once a week. See you guys later. Catch you.